Okay, so it says roaming, but we heard her from here. Track here. Okay, got her track now, so I have a feeling we may have spooked her. Did turn, so she's cross this way. Get to this hill, we can have a better look at where she might. Have a look down here. Oh, I thought that was her then, I got excited. I'm gonna get back on track and go after what we were originally hunting. I have a feeling this track will be a fleeing track. Did not be. I have the wrong gear for this hunt and the wrong weapon, but I can't quite resist following the tracks and just taking a look. Really gone down into the woods, and this is the hardest place to spot her. With all the trees and these bushes, I mean she's only about as tall as these are, so it's very difficult. Really need to keep to the high ground here. Roaming. Okay, here we are, there's a lot here. Looks like she stopped here for a while. Again, our visibility is 0 here. And there's the fleeing track we were expecting. Yeah, she stopped to sleep. I imagine that the most recent one was the fleeing track this way. Second fleeing track. This must be a fleeing track. If it's not, then I'm just officially don't know how to track animals. Yeah, there we go. I will leave her be, she is just gonna outsmart me at every turn. So let's go back up north to hunt some deer. It's been a dreadful hunt so far. Normally I would have bagged 2 or 3 deer by now. That's not good. Not a good way to start our videos for the hunter. I have to get a big buck down, or at least a coyote, just to make me feel happy about posting this online. Take a look out over here, see if we've here. So this is one of the towers that I do actually quite like. It's very big range. My. The old jackrabbit a call at this point, just in case there are any coyote around us. I've found that basically anything north of the river here, anything on this side, you can have coyote. Anything south, mostly just whitetail as far as I can tell. Or if you're like me, there's nothing there at all. Apart from one bobcat that didn't want to be caught. Not seeing any movement whatsoever. Well, there's also, I believe there's some elk up here. There might not be, but I think there is. I might be getting confused with maps. Well, we'll soon find out. Oh, I'm going to carry on moving because this looks dead. But what we'll do is we'll come round to this one first. We'll go clockwise. Now reached a conundrum that I didn't expect, which is what to do with this video if I don't actually catch anything. Do I still post it up? Hey guys, watch me walk around the woods for a while. It's unacceptable, we have to get something. Now that is what we were after. There's a male. Now I think I can use this tree. And yes I can. Or I forget it, and before it fades away, let's mark where that was. It was around there. Ah, what a beautiful view as well. We have a clear straight line to this one. Let's hope he's got some decent antlers on him. Although right now I think I'll be happy for anything. Got a bit of fog coming up from the stream here. A little bit more difficult, but once we get him in sight, and especially in range, considering we're using the crossbow, this won't be too difficult at all. Now the key here is to be patient. Just trust in your equipment, trust that it is going to call him in. Don't, get impatient and run off to find another tree. Just stay where you are and keep watching. I tend to go by a rule that if I can hear him, he can hear me. So I'm not going to worry about him being out of range for the caller. I'm just going to be patient and wait. Is, and that is a nice set of antlers. Not bad at all. Don't think he's a 200. I think that's ambitious of my spotting skills to think that he could be. Now what I'll do is I'll wait for him to get around about here. I've got a confident shot from there. I'm not the best shot with a crossbow. I've got some impressive ranged kills with my rifles, but the crossbow is not my best skill set. I lose him in the bush for a bit, and this is going to be the horriblest bit to wait for. Waiting for him to re-emerge, hoping he doesn't catch our scent. I believe the dots represent every 10 meters, so if he's 10 meters away from me I use the top dot, if he's 20 meters away I use the next one down, so on. It looked like he was taking a strange angle there. No. Okay. I want to make sure there isn't two of them. It looked to me like he was coming back here. But I must be mistaken, because he's clearly right in front of us. Now he's not side on, so a lung shot, well, if I get one it will be accidental. I will be trying for a heart shot. Again, this is a test of patience and a test of nerves. He's stopped, but I have to trust that he is going to carry on, and he does. Get him a lot closer than this, I'm sure. So, I think I could take him from here, but I'm just going to let him get a little bit holy shit, what is that? Okay, that should have been what we were after. Look at him. Damn. Alright, I can't waste time here. He seems to have gotten stuck on a tree. Okay, here we go. Now, I'm tempted to go and take that because it looks like... Never mind. It was stuck on a tree, it's no longer stuck on the tree. And the deer did not go down in one, so I have obviously missed the heart. Get tracking. Now I could have brought my scent hound to help me out with this, but I'm pretty confident in my tracking ability now. Body shot. Never mind. So yeah, that's something you don't see every day. Looked like an albino bobcat running into a tree. I'm very tempted to quickly nip back to camp after we catch this guy and grab my bobcat caller. Got a lot of tracks up here. Did see our guy run up this way, so we're going to stick trust. Hopefully he hasn't got too far. Yeah, very tempted to hunt the bobcat. In fact, I think what I'm going to do, we saw him here, he ran roughly this way. I'm just going to put a dot there. And I think I'm going to track that guy down after we catch our deer. I'm pretty confident that isn't the right track. No, it is. I know what I'm talking about. Bad shot on my behalf, but it's an angle I struggle with, and especially with a crossbow, I have real difficulty in judging distance. I don't have a scope which tells me distances, so I have to kind of use my own head, and my head apparently sucks at it. Ooh, yeah, that is not the right track. That was a roaming track. Okay, we'll keep going this way. I'm pretty sure it's this way. White-tailed deer tend to run in what is almost a straight line, so it's difficult to lose them completely unless they've hit, like, you know, a rock or a wall or a bunch of trees that are placed in an awkward position. That's roaming again. Not ideal. That's different. In fact, that's a female, so therefore, oh, I should have brought the dog. This is typical. How do you lose a bloody track like that? I'm gonna pick up the speed a little bit, scaring away every animal that could ever be close by, but pick up our trail again. Yeah, that's a fleeing trail, so that is most likely the animal we're after. Free here, so he's almost definitely gone back over himself. Really do with, yes, that's blood. Okay. Blood is saying this way, so roaming. He has not made this easy by going back the route he came. Roaming, that's old. We do not find any more of his tracks out this way, then I'll have to carry on going north, but we'll trusting the tracks that we found. Okay, fleeing now, heading this way. This is latest tracks. Surprised we got much further than this, to be honest, with an arrow in him, so hopefully any minute now we will start seeing more blood. Blood. Track. Oh, yep. That's a OT. Still fleeing. This must have been the world's worst crossbow shot for him to have gone this far. Friend, what did you do when you hit the water? Lie down to the water. Then across. Still bleeding, so will not last much longer. Back to roaming. No doubt fleeing tracks again soon, so I've been running. Fleeing. No, he didn't go in the water. Hey, he did, but I'm really sure he didn't. There you are. Down though is the question. It looks like he's down to me, so we're going to go and finish him off. I do apologise, Mr. Deer, that could have been a better shot. I got a bit worked up with the white bobcat. Ah, that's never nice to see. I'm sorry. Hey, let's see what the score was. Oh, body shot, that was it. I didn't hit a single vital organ with that first shot. Oh well, 158.97. That puts us in position 7. We could have done a lot better than that. Now, what was the quickest route? The quickest route for me would be to go back here, pick up the bobcat caller, and I'm going to change gun as well, because we don't need that for the competition, so get rid of that. Put in here our sonic caller. Just check because they changed this in a recent patch, so make sure I'm still using it right. Yeah, okay. Cool. Now, which gun to take? 12 gauge is too big, 243. I think my 308 can take a bobcat, but I'm not 100% confident without a very quick Google check. I apologise, people. Now there's a good site which I always use, which is I think it's the official wiki for the hunter, and it's got all the animals on there and what ammunition is okay to hunt with. Bobcats can be killed with... No, I cannot use the 308, so I'll have to use my 243. But never mind, 243 will do. Carbon 243, which looks... I have that rifle, that scope, which is considerably better. There's a crossbow, we still need them, we don't need them. We freeze. The clothing I could change, but honestly I'm still going to try and catch a few deer along the way, so I'm not going to bother too much with it. And now this is the 243. This is actually the gun that everybody gets when they start, so it still has use. It's not a relic just yet. And if you put a good scope on it, it's a surprisingly decent gun. I mean, I love the 308. That's my favourite rifle so far, but it's not bad hunting with this one. I also have a oh, what's it called? It's I think it's a .17 rifle, which is just for the smaller things. You know, things like turkey, and that has a high velocity round which can be used to take out bobcats as well. But I'd rather use the 243 for this one because she looked pretty big. Now the nice thing about the position we saw her in last, she was quite close to an open area, which is exactly what you want for a bobcat. You don't want them in the middle of the woods because they'll be in between trees and under foliage, and it'll be so difficult to find them. Now I wouldn't usually run, but I know where I'm going, so I'm going to try and zoom there really quickly. Okay, we're getting close now, so quick look. Get past the tree line, make sure she hasn't returned to where we saw her last. So we were down here and she's up there. Now the joyous thing about hunting bobcat with the caller, which is one of my favourite things to do actually, is that you can place the caller away from you, so you don't have to call them directly towards you. You can call them to the perfect place to shoot them, or you can call them across your path so that you get a good side-on shot. It's a great way of attracting animals. I wish that we could do it with more of them, to be honest. Okay, so I am going to set up my tree stand. I'd like to have used this tree, but so instead I'm going to come across over to the edge of the trees here. Now I'm going to start crawling already, purely because I know how keen these guys are. They really will spot you from far away. So walking is a definite no-no. I'm going to find a decent tree out of these ones up ahead, and I'm going to place the caller, well, at a good spot. I think she's ahead of me here somewhere. Somewhere ahead of me here and somewhere there. It's this part of the woods, judging by where she was running when I killed the deer. But obviously I did go charging off through there after a deer, so she could very well have moved. That's something we'll have to see. Roosevelt elk, we're not too bothered about those. Do not have a gun. Actually, do we have a gun? Yeah, we have the crossbow. We could take it out with the crossbow, but we don't have a caller, so that. Like a track up ahead, I'm willing to bet that could be the bobcat track. The nice thing about this one is she was white, so she is much easier to find in the grass than the usual one. Quick look down here, and if all else fails, I'm going to use that sunny area over there to try and call her in. The elk again. So track over here. Elk again. Okay, none of those tracks were from her. That's fair. So if I can find a decent tree, it'll be a challenge by itself in this bloody part of the woods. Okay, that looks like a decent tree up ahead. Oh, all that. Hoping I can use this one. That sounded like a bobcat, but I can't. I thought it was a female. Or am I just thinking that because the last one was a female? Could very well be. Let's get our... way too high. I'm going to be able to shoot anything from there. About this one. This one looks a bit better sized. Yeah. Freestone goes up there. Hear him from over there somewhere, wouldn't it? So we put it down between those two tracks, I'd say. Okay. My estimation of where it would run was not too bad, actually. Look at that branch right in the way. You know what? No. No. I do not accept that. We're moving it somewhere else. Oh, he said why. Oh, we cannot do that. It's just not going to work that way. Way too high, but we'll have a little look just in case there is a decent view. It's not awful, I guess. Over there, yeah, see, I got a decent shot of that. The question is, will she go in that close? I don't have any view of where she will be approaching from, which will be this way. Or he. Since we found out it was a he, I should probably use the right term. Deep growl, that is. Okay, now that's not too bad. Now he's coming from directly in front of us. Hope it's the one that we're after. And more importantly, let's hope I can actually land a decent shot for once. Judging by how I've been with the last few, that lucky. With my experience, these guys tend to come in a little faster than, say, the deer. Why did I put the... Where the bloody speaker is now? Is that it now? No. Oh bollocks, I've lost my speaker. That way, okay. I don't know, that's a rock. Oh, there it is. Come on boy, where are you? In the past I've tended to miss their approach. Like 1 minute there's nothing and then the next minute they're right on top of it, they've investigated it and they're running away. I refuse to let that happen this time. I'm on top of this, I know where he's coming from. Everything works out, he should come straight across here. Should have plenty of time to see him and to get a shot lined up. Another call. Thought it was a call. Maybe not. Come on, you ugly bastard, where are you? Again, patience is key, and I've let myself down with not doing exactly what I said. I had plenty of time to place this caller wherever I wanted it to, and I've ended up putting it somewhere where I've got an obstructed view and where I can't exactly see oncoming animals. It is a dreadful place to put it, but I'm now worried that I don't have time to get down there and move it somewhere better. Tricksy little bastard, he's coming round the side. This is just not good. I have no view of this side at all. Just the opposite of what we wanted. Clever girl. Trying to look through the cracks of the tree lines and the branches and the bloody leaves. Could have bought some scent cover spray, but mind. When he does finally reveal himself, I'm gonna have to be quite quick with the rifle. They have good eyesight, so when they're eventually in your line of sight, they normally see you as well as you seeing them, so you do need to be ready to take that shot. I can't see a damn thing, to be honest. Still moving around. Possible he's ignoring the call, but I don't think he is. I think he's circling around to it. I need to get myself the lynx caller. I haven't hunted a lynx before. A shit view of things from over there. Come on, Mr. Bobcat. If this was any other animal, I'd be happy enough to assume that they're, going to walk past me to get to the lure, but I do not trust bobcats. They're too smart. I've had wolves gather around the bottom of a tree before that I'm actually up because they've heard the calls, but they're not bobcats. I've got a little bit of clearing here on the left where I can see, and a little bit on the right, but none where the ball was coming from. Tiny bit north of where my last dot was. It could be okay, we could be in luck. Bobbing up and down occasionally just gives you a clearer view of things. The only real place that we could spot them from is through here, but slightly further right than that, I think. We're quite high up, maybe this will pay off for us. I don't usually use a tree this high, purely because of this. You get so many leaves in your way. But hopefully it'll make us harder to spot as well. There's an elk. That's not after an elk. Be patient. It'll come. Been a while since we've had a call. Would be really handy right about now. That's over there. My eyes are actually starting to lose kind of focus here. I can't work out what's the floor and what's the No, that's an out. Oh, I need to take a break. Be back instantly because, you know, it's video and I can pause it, which is great. Okay, I'm back, refreshed, and oh, bollocks. Wow. Isn't that great? You can still hear my squeaker in the background. Oh, that's disappointing.